Hi everybody, it's 314Reactor here. Today we're going to be looking at my latest project, which is called the Bot Engine, which is essentially a framework that uses my previously created chatbot in order to add some extra things to it, like sentiment analysis, a GUI, and also expandability so that anyone can use this code and use it to make their own bots and connect to robotic real-world interfaces if they want. And before we go any further, I just want to apologize for the audio quality. It's not so great. I'm not at my usual recording station, so the audio is going to be a bit bad. You may hear some feedback from the bot. You may hear it like repeating itself in the background as either feedback from this headset or something else weird with the Windows game bar recording thing is going on. But it should still work overall, and the next video everything will be back to normal, so don't worry about that. So if you go into the description, there's links to Hackster, Electromaker, and my GitHub page, which have the code, how this works, what it is, why I've made it, how to get it set up on Windows, Linux, or a Raspberry Pi. And this video is just going over a demonstration of how it works and what it does. So I've got it loaded up with a data set right now, which uses PostgreSQL to store all the responses from a training data set. The chatbot also has Markovify ML, so that if it doesn't have a response, it will try and either generate a random one, find the closest response, or it will use Markovify to generate a machine learning based sentence based off of the training data that it's had before. So it will try in any way to give a response. The things that I say to it are analyzed either by NLTK Veda, NLTK Twitter analysis, or TensorFlow Twitter analysis, which can be configured. Every sentence goes in, then gets a number assigned to it from -1 to 1, 1 being positive, -1 being completely negative, and 0 being passive. This is then averaged out through the past few replies, which then results in the bot having a certain disposition. So at the moment, as you can see, the bot is smiling. You can see the GIF here is animating, based off of the AI from the game Tiberian Sun called Cabal. So it's in a good mood right now. But you can say various things to it which could and should change the disposition of it, so it will change how it looks, and it will also animate while it's talking back because it uses TTS, and the GUI is run by Tkinter, which is a built-in Python GUI, and it knows as long as the TTS is playing, it knows to play a talking animation. So if I ask it, how are you?
I am doing well.
And because that was a positive sort of thing to ask it, it still looks happy. It's still in the happy face there. And if I ask it, do you drink?
I am not capable of doing so.
And because that was a more passive or possibly even a negative statement, it's now gone into its passive face, as you can see there. So that's reduced its disposition. So if I ask it the next question that I have here.
Not right now, no.
And it's still passive, so I'm guessing that was a sort of middle of the road sort of sentence. Let's give it a more positive sentence. Let's say, I like you.
If I could drink, I probably would.
So that's a bit of an odd statement to make. It almost seems like it's replying to the question I asked it a couple of sentences ago, but still remains passive. Let's see if I can ask it, what food do you like?
I like to count in binary.
Okay. Interesting. Let's see if it can tell me a joke. And you tell me a joke. I don't know if this one's going to work.
It is better to be silent and be thought a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt.
Interesting. And the sentiment analysis seems to have taken that sentence, can you tell me a joke, as a bad thing, as it's now reduced the disposition of the bot and put it in a bad mood, as you can see by the face here. So it doesn't look happy right now, which is interesting. I'm not entirely sure that was a joke. So if I say you are bad and see what it says to that.
You are not a man.
Okay. See if I say what.
Are you sad?
Let's ask it a question back. Are you annoyed?
I like to laugh as much as the next being.
It's still in a bad mood. So if I try and make it a bit more positive, you make me laugh.
It's true that a lot of things I say upset people.
Okay, so it's saying some interesting responses here. It's still in a bad mood. So if I say, who are you?
I am just an artificial intelligence.
Still in a bad mood. Are you mean?
Sometimes I say mean things.
Okay. So saying you make me laugh, who are you, and are you mean seems to have upped the average disposition to the point where it's now passive again. So if I say you are jealous, that may make it go back to being a bad disposition.
Jealousy is one of the most difficult human emotions to understand.
Oh, yeah, now it's back to in a bad disposition. It's back to being angry again. Are you feeling down?
I sort of have feelings.
Interesting, and it's still in a bad mood there. So that's just a little demo of it working on a little data set which gives it some reasonable responses to a set of questions and inputs. You can train the chatbot on much more than that. Again, there's a link in the description to setting the chatbot up and using that on its own or as a part of this. If you get the right data set and the right amount of responses, the ML will be trained on materials that will be able to generate responses from, or it will be able to draw stuff directly from the responses that it's learned from. Again, hit the links below, see what this is all about to get more insight into what this actually is. This is more of just a demo video, high level, showing the bot engine in action. Feel free to give it a go, integrate it into your own projects. Let me know if I've missed anything in the instructions on GitHub, because this can be a bit painful to set up, especially on Raspberry Pi. Thanks for watching. Do like and subscribe. Stick around for more gaming and tech-based projects, and I will see you in the next video. Let's see if Cabal will say goodbye.
Hi, how is it going?
Not quite.